Hello, everybody. This is Glenda.
No, I'm Joe.
With Fralins and Friends Crafts Plus. And we're doing things different tonight. We had a bit of a thunderstorm, so I didn't go out on the porch. We had a better idea. Saturday, tomorrow to us, but you will be seeing it on Saturday, is our 45th wedding anniversary. So we decided we'd tell some stories. Okay. I'm going to tell the first one because I'm telling how we met. That our friends, some of our friends, had been trying to get me to meet him for 6 months or better. And this is what they described. They had mentioned him to me and said, oh, he's so nice. You would just love him. He's a little younger than you. And he used to be a little on the chubby side. Not so much now, but he used to be a little on the chubby side. That in himself wouldn't have bothered me so much, except flashback to my very first date was a blind date. I was 15, he was 13. And he was very big and very sloppy, let's put it that way. Not that he wasn't a bad guy. So it was a while before I actually met him. And I said, okay, fine, because they kept pushing it. I said, fine. We'll have a get together at my house, and we'll have a party at my house. Back then we were drinking. And so they brought him along. And I said, well, actually, we kind of got attracted to each other that night.
Yeah.
And we both got very drunk, or at least I did.
She did.
Okay.
So
I
I
did.
drive home.
You had to drive home?
Yeah.
Well, he's never been a big drinker.
No.
I used to have a hollow leg. I haven't drank in years. I think we quit back around, we were in our 20s. I was about 25. So, it's a good thing we quit, or at least I was getting to be an expensive drinker. Okay, your turn.
She likes it though. She's bossy.
Sometimes.
Opinionated.
Pain where?
Opinionated.
Well, yeah, everybody knows I'm opinionated. That's nothing new. Okay, what about this one?
Which one?
When you run outside?
Oh, yeah. Kids got sick. I had to go outside.
He's got a weak stomach.
Weak stomach. If I see or hear somebody throwing up, I join them.
So every time one of the kids would get sick, where'd you go?
I went outside. Gagged out there.
The kids, Christmas mornings was so fun. We had to, well, in our old house, we had this deep, deep closet. That's how a lot of your older houses were built. The closets were kind of a second thought, so they were kind of this deep thing. And so at the back of it, it was under the stairs. So at the back of it where it went, kind of started getting low under the stairs, there was a little trap door. And we would open that trap door, and that's where we'd hide all the Christmas presents. And we would start getting them out, putting them under the tree, and you could hear it. About 5 o'clock in the morning, you'd start hearing the footsteps rattling the upstairs. It's an old house. We always have old houses. But anyway, the kids would be rattling things upstairs, just making sure their footsteps were a little, that we could hear them. But we'd put them off. We wouldn't let them come down right away. So we'd finally take pity. And we'd let them come down. They didn't, then we'd say, no, you gotta go eat your breakfast first. They were Pop-Tarts. So they got their Pop-Tarts on Christmas morning. And then they got to go raid the tree.
Yeah.
So what about you and that oven wire? Tell them that one.
It was a built-in oven, first
Yes.
house we ever bought. And this wire was loose inside the oven. And she kept saying, "What is this wire?" We should just cut it off. So I cut it off, not thinking about it. And sure enough, it was the thermostat wire, so I would buy a new one. Found a clip to where it would clip onto the side, because that's what happened, is the clip had broke or fell off.
Well, they don't make them like that now.
No, I didn't know any better.
I've never seen one like that.
I didn't know any better. We found out. I tried making pizza that night, I think it was, and I think I burned it, and I was trying to figure out, why is it burning? I did it the same way I always did it.
And when was it? Right before what?
Yeah, right before Thanksgiving.
When we had family come.
Or Christmas or something. We was having family coming over a day or so after that. So I'd go play it to a place and find a wire, and they kind of laughed when I told him. And
I wonder
it was
why.
kind of embarrassing. Teach me to listen to my wife.
Oh, wait now. Wait a minute. I can resent that, or I can represent it, whichever way we want to go. Okay, now this is a good one. Joe is a handyman.
No, I'm not.
Don't start that. I didn't say handsy, although, but no, he's, yeah, he's handsy too, but he's a handyman. And it's a good thing because we've remodeled a few houses now, and he's trying not to remodel this one, but it's kind of turning out to have some remodeling issues. And he does finally have he finally has the chimney all cased in. He is very good at sheetrocking and putting in studs right on the mark that they're supposed to go. He knows exactly how far apart. And we've done that a lot more than we ever intended. But I like buying old houses, and they're usually what we can afford. He is very handy. He fixes our cars. He cooks almost everything now because I'm not really supposed to be around the stove. We've got a gas stove. I'm not really supposed to be cooking on it in case my hose would happen to get in the fire. So, yeah. I'll let you do your own. I'll try to stay quiet. I'll try to stay quiet.
What else did I put down? Oh.
This one. I wrote it down, you dictated. He's a dictator.
The first house that we bought, same one where I cut the wire in the oven, we had this window air conditioner. Well, it didn't seem like it was always, I had it tilted back, but it seemed like it was always getting water coming in on the inside on the floor, on the inside the window. So I thought, well, it's not draining right, so I decided I'm going to drill a couple extra holes in it. But while doing it, I accidentally hit a Freon hose. So I had to take the darn thing down there, heavier than Dickens. And they laughed at me again for doing it. Because they had to weld it, solder it, and put Freon in it. So another one of my blunders.
Well, tell him how young you were at the time.
I was in the early 20s.
What else have I got here?
No.
Joe the Oh, he is funny about finances. Now they'll tell you, most counselors will, there are two things usually that cause a problem in marriage: finances and religion. And when it comes to finances, he's very nervous about anything to do with the finances. Now, when it came to the checkbook, if I decided I was going to try and figure it out, he would double check it every time. And if I was off by a penny, oh come on, sometimes it was 2 or 3. One time I was off by well, maybe $50, which isn't very good when you're poor. Anyway, so then he didn't trust me much again after that. But now I have my own account,
And I figure
but
it.
he figures it up because I would figure it up. But if I would make a little error, and I never made that kind of an error again. And I did used to have my own checking account before we got married. But anyway, yeah, I just I don't fight him over it. It's just like, he doesn't tell me what to spend too much anymore. I will consult him on some things, but he doesn't really tell me too much what to spend anymore. We have divided our bills up somewhat and got out of the controller type situation where one is more or less taking control. But when it comes to figuring up the checkbook, I let him have it. If I happen to be where I'm of a mind to, which isn't very often, I will figure it out. But I just let him do it. Why argue? I mean, take something off my plate. The fish cleaning. Oh, that's really all one. You tell this story first.
I don't mind catching fish, but I can't clean them. That stink. Ugh. She does it. Yeah.
You want to tell this part of the story, or you want me to?
We was out fishing. You and your grandparents were catching the fish, and I wasn't getting nothing.
I was catching some nice fish.
Yeah, that is nice size catfish.
I got one. One of them was a largemouth bass.
Yeah.
When Grandpa, what do they call it?
Stock.
When he stocked that pond, he stocked it with some good fish. There were perch in there too, and bluegill, but it was a spring-fed
I
pond.
wouldn't say I was really getting mad. I just frustrated because I wasn't getting anything.
And we were sitting on hard limestone rocks, weren't we?
I don't know.
Well, that pasture's full of those flat rocks.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe not. I don't remember. I don't remember us having
different.
chairs.
No, we didn't have chairs.
So I think we were sitting on the rocks.
Yeah.
Whatever, we were a lot younger. But no. He does not like to clean fish. And
I won't clean fish.
he won't clean fish.
Period.
I don't eat them. Unless, well, there's some kinds I will eat. Some northern fish, some of the northern fish, and like whiting. And I love halibut steak. So, there are a lot of seafood I will eat. But fish out of these rivers down here, you talk about a strong fishy taste. And my family absolutely loves them. They do. They have big old fish fries. And I'm not, I want chicken. Mom made me chicken. So, but no, I cleaned the fish. Dad made sure when we were fishing, he taught us how to fish, and we had to learn how to bait our own hooks, and then we had to learn how to clean them. Whether it was scaling or, well, they all had to be gutted, but whether it was scaling or skinning, we had to do our own fish. Okay. The last thing, the stairway. Yeah, we don't have, well, we have a stairway to the basement here. But the stairway to the second floor, the other house. Like we said earlier, we have, quit playing with that pen. See, I do get bossy.
I was wondering how long it was going to take before you got annoyed with it.
Oh, not as long as it takes you to get annoyed with me when I'm talking too much. There's another, I'll tell you on that, but
She talks to TV all the time.
yes, I do. Because when I'm talking to you, you sneak out the door in the middle of the conversation, and I think I'm talking to you.
I didn't realize you was talking to me.
Oh. Some excuse. When I use the word Joe,
What?
what? Okay. That's it from the Fralin household and our 45th anniversary memories.
Yeah.
We will see you on Monday. Everybody have a great weekend. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Wave at somebody.
Wave at somebody.
Yeah. Good night.